So Java is a object-oriented language that enable you to create a real-world application. Okay, that the code reusability of feature of Java that enable the software developer to upgrade the existing application without rewriting the entire program. Okay, so by using of Java without rewriting the entire program, we have to enhance the functionality of the existing classes. Packages, it enables the reusability of class and method across the various applications. So by using a package, it is break down the entire program into a smaller part. So in the OOPS concept, yesterday class we cover it. Okay. So first of all, we start. So Java is a OOP language that was designed to meet the need for a platform independent language. Platform independent means your program can run in any operating system. It may be a Linux operating system, it may be a Windows operating system, it may be a Ubuntu operating system. In any operating system it works. Okay, so that is called as a platform independent language. So Java is used to create an application that can run in a single computer as well as the distributed network. It means what? Suppose for creating any application, we require a user interface. We have to create a database, and another is business logic. So three things we require for creating any application. So based upon this, our application architecture is divided into the three parts. Types of application, types of application. First is your single tier. Next is two tier. Next is three tier. In single tier architecture, all your application, like if it is your system, okay, so in this system, your user interface is present, your business logic is present, and your database is present. Okay, so any application that is designed by using of single tier architecture, it needs to be installed in every machine. Okay, तो single tier रे जो भी आप application बनाएगा, से application गुड़ा को हमें सबो machine ने तक install करेगा. Okay, सबो machine ने हमें तक install करेगा, install कले जाके हमें तारा a feature गुड़ा को implement करेगा. इटा होची single tier. Okay, in two tier architecture, there is a separation concern. Okay, one is your client, is your client. Another is your server. So always the client contain the user interface and your server contain the database. server contain the database. Then the question about the business logic. If your business logic is present in the client, then this architecture is called fiat client client thin server. Okay, fiat client thin server means when you are giving any kind of input, your information is validated in client first. So after your information is validated, your information is now going to store in the database. Okay, so that is called as a fat client and thin server. Data can use. Aditya, तुम्हारा data कौन join कर सक? Okay. One is
सर वो एक ब्राउजर में ओपन किया था.
One is fat client and thin server. So fat client means the information that you are passing, it is validated in the client, and then after it is stored in the server. Okay, it is a fat client and thin server that way. Okay. When you are processing any information by using of this architecture, your request processing is a delay. Why it is delay? Because we are giving a load to the client. We are giving a load to the client. Okay, so that we are using here fat client and thin server. Okay. Okay, so first you note it down. What is single tier architecture? First you write down the user interface. For designing any application, we require user interface, business logic, we require user interface, business logic, next database. Based upon this, our application architecture is divided. Into three parts. First is single tier, two tier, next is three tier. Okay. Next, given heading single tier. In this architecture, the user interface, business logic, and database present in a single system. Next, in two-tier architecture, ये disturb होने पर in two-tier architecture, okay? There is a separation concern. There is a separation concern. If the user interface and business logic, if the user interface and business logic present in client, then it is called as a fat client and thin server. Then it is called as a fat client and thin server. Next, if the business logic is present, the business logic is present, in the server, it is called thin client and fat server. Thin client and fat server. Thin client and fat server. Okay. Okay. So in the second part, okay, so that we define here, if your business logic is present in the server, then it is called as the thin client and fast server. Thin client क्या हूँ कर दे मोबाइल the request is processed by using of the second architecture like thin client and fat server. the request processing is very fast because we are giving a load to the server. The server is a high configuration machine. So it is handled multiple requests at a time. Okay, so any request we are processing from the thin client and fat server, the request is faster than the other. So next comes to our 3-tier architecture. So in 3-tier architecture, all are separated. Like it is called as the client. One is called as the server. Another is called as the database server. So in client, we're passing user interface. In server, it is contain the business logic. In database server, it contain the database. So basically, this 3-tier architecture we're using while we're creating a web application in the web application. The 3-tier architecture is preferable for creating the web application. And the 2-tier, you can this type of application, it is preferable that we are using in the intranet application. Intranet means in an organization you have to use. Suppose here we have a coaching center and my another branch is present in Kolkata or in Mumbai. Okay, so by sitting over here, if I have any kind of software, okay, so that software is manipulated or that software is only used in their premises. Okay, it should not be used in other organizations. Okay, in a website, it can be used anywhere. मैं website use करे सब जगह use हो. किंतु जितने बड़े मु सही organization को जाऊँ सही software टा केवल सही organization ने काम करे. Okay, like whenever you want to update your address in a SBI account, so only SBI account you can, and in the specific branch you can update. If you want to get a passbook statement, so only SBI branches anywhere in India you can get. Okay, so that is called as a 3-tier architecture. So by using of Java application, so in the Java it support all the type of architecture. So Java is used to develop standalone and internet-based application. With increasing use of internet, Java has become widely used programming language. Everywhere it is used. Java software works everywhere. It works in the smallest device, such as microwave ovens, remote control, and supercomputer. So everywhere it works. Okay, in a smallest to smallest device, it is also work. The Java program works any type of compatible device that supports Java. So it works in any type of compatible device. Okay. The primary motive, actually the motive behind developing Java was need for a portable. Portable means your software can install in every device. Sabu device re install able. Platform independent means in any operating system it works. जेकोनोसी ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम रे काम करियो बुझियला सेते पे द कोजे प्लेटफॉर्म पोर्टेबल मींस in any device it can be used. The few type of Java application we are using application that use CUI. CUI stands for character user interface. It means what? It means what? Suppose I move to the D drive. If I want to the D drive, so I just type the command D. Okay. If I want to move to any folder, so here I have to write cd then folder. Okay, so through the commands we work with the software. The CUI is just like that. So now we are using all the software which is having a graphical user interface. Every person is not so confident and that they have to remember all the commands. Okay.
Display.
So that we have to remember the command. Okay, so that we are using the GUI application. Okay. So application use GUI. GUI means it is called the graphical user interface. GUI stands for character user interface. GUI is the graphical user interface. So now, whatever the application we are using, it is having a proper graphic. Through the graphic, we are giving an input and we are getting a result. Applet. Applet is a Java program. Okay, so it is a program which is written in Java, but for running the application, we require a browser. It is written in the Java, but for running the application, we are using a browser. So that is called the applet. Okay, so you can write here applet. What is applet? It is a program which is written in Java, but for running application, we require a browser. Okay, so earlier, when the graphical user interface is coming to the market, at that timing the applet is introduced. Java is introduced the applet for creating this graphical user interface application. Okay. Servlet. Servlet is what? Now servlet is a Java technology class which is used to create web application in Java. For developing a web application in Java, we are using servlets. So it is a Java technology class which is used to develop web application in Java. To develop the web application Java, so that we are using servlets. So Java servlet is a Java technology class, and packages that already we know, it is break the entire program into a smaller part, or it is used to break program into smaller part. Break the program into smaller part. It is basically used in code reusability. Means once you write the code and when there is a requirement, you have to use it again and again. So that it is called as a code reusability concept we are using in the packages concept. Okay, so these are the different things we are using. So Java is a platform independent language that enable you to compile the application in one platform and पैकेज टा हमें गोटे प्रोग्राम को छोटो छोटो पार्ट रे बा मॉड्यूल्स रे डिवाइड कर और समस्त भीतर से बांटिबो तो तू ए पार्ट टा कर तू ए पार्ट टा कर जेमते कि हमें एप्लीकेशन बनाय खोले हमको तीनटा जिनिस दरकार गोटे होची यूजर इंटरफेस गोटे होची बिजनेस लॉजिक गोटे होची डेटाबेस तो गोटे लोक को हमें जे डिजाइनिंग रे बेसी भलो थिवो तो तू डिजाइनिंग टा कर आउ जने कोन करिवो ना डेटाबेस बनेबो आउ जने कहबो बिजनेस थिवो ये आको भी कहि परिबो माने प्रोग्राम टा को ब्रेक करिवा एंड इट इज यूज्ड फॉर द कोड रियूजेबिलिटी कांसेप्ट. Suppose we want a program kariwe, that program is only accepting the age which is greater than 18. So where it is used in the portal of any like marital status, or like just like a sadi.com. So seti हमको 18 ru हमको greater दरकार seti नहीं परिवे. So if you want to apply any job, so some job is requires that you must have the greater than 18, and if you want to apply for the DL, so your age must be the greater than or equals to 18. So that particular code is used in a variety of sectors. So suppose I am giving that example that for checking the age validation. Suppose some code, some type of validation is there, which you have written the thousands of lines or like 500 lines, and that particular piece of code is required in another application. So again, you have to not write the program. Already you are written and stored somewhere, and you have to just use it. Okay, so your efficiency is same, your time is same, because already I have written that program. So why I have to write this program again? Okay, so that is called as the code reusable. It's already. So in 1991, so now comes to the history of Java. In 1991, a team of software developers at Sun Microsystem in USA was designing a language for consumer electronic device. Okay. Sun Microsystem in 1991, it is a developing company. They have assigned a task to develop a project for the consumer electronic device. So at that timing, C and C++ is a model language. And the entire developer team developed that software by using of C and C++. Okay. So after develop this program, when they trying to install that software, they're trying to install that software into the consumer electronic device, it needs some kind of changes in the hardware. So as I'm a client, I'm asking for your software, and the company is saying that for use, if you want to use my software, you have to change your hardware. So nobody is agreed with that. So software to use करेगा तो हमारा manufacturer change. So now भाई वो तो पैसा दे दीजिए. So why I am changing my device? So you have to change. So at that timing, the developer team is thinking for that they have to develop some language that is fitted with, or it should be installed. It will be installed in every machine. The entire developer team sat in a cafeteria and they developed that particular programming language by taking the help of C and C++ and give its name as Oak. Oak is a tree in USA which gives coffee. The entire developer team is thinking for that good quality of coffee, they are able to develop this particular language. So they give its name as Oak. Later that Oak is renamed to the Java. Okay. So this is a history of Java. So now if you see that the icon of Java is like plate, cop symbol is there, there is a hot and steam is there. Okay. So it is a complete history of Java. Like in 1990, Sun Microsystem developed a software to manipulate the electronic device. For manipulating the electronic device, in 1990, Sun Microsystem developed an electronic device. In 1991, a new language Oak was introduced using most popular programming language by using C++. In 1993, World Wide Web appeared on the internet that transformed the text-based internet to the graphical internet. So here, text-based internet is converted to the graphical internet. The Sun Microsystem team developed a web browser called as the Hot Java. Okay, that is called as the Hot Java. It is used to run the applet program on the internet. In 1995, Oak was renamed as a Java. In 1996, Java was established as an object-oriented language. So Java is considered as a, or it is taken as an object-oriented language in 1996. Okay, so note it down.